Yo, this is a nice little clarification blog on what it means to be black sci-fi, the category black, all of those things. This is a response to a statement that I actually agree with from Erica Alexander about, black and how categories have been used to help and kind of hurt black creators. So I call myself a science fiction writer. I call myself a black science fiction writer. And I don't see a controversy in it, right? I do know that in Hollywood, the black term in film has been used to pigeonhole and reduce budgets, saying your audience is just going to be black people and they're only 13%. So how could you demand the same wages as Friends, which is marketing to 75% of the United States population? And we know that, hip-hop was loved by everybody. So to just say we're only going to give you the marketing budget towards the small black percentage is shorting people, especially when, all of these films and television shows are loved by everybody, and especially when music and art is being dominated by black creators. Are you kidding me? You think only black people watched these the Cosby Show and these black shows? So I get the pushback, because who wants to be limited to that small of a percentage when you're pulling in higher ratings? You think white people are that racist that they would be watching Home Improvement and turn off when Martin comes on? Are you kidding me? What do you think I watch Cheers and some of the other stuff because it came on before or after a black show? You know what I'm saying? And these guys, they didn't have no diversity. So, I'm watching theirs, and I know good and well they watched ours. They know who our stars are. Sure, there's some people, because they only get marketed to certain places, didn't know of certain characters, but that's because the marketing wasn't there. You can't just put a show or a product out there and expect people to see it. That said, I know the downside of the black term and the black marketing. But the other side, the flip side, right? What's the flip side? Well, black is an accurate characteristic of my science fiction. Why? Because I'm a black person. And, those products that I produce come from the mind of a black person. They're not limited to black people, so that's the difference. Even though I'm doing black sci-fi, it's like Black Panther. You got to be real racist to not go see Black Panther. You got to, and there's racist people out here, but I don't think they're 100% of the United States population. I don't even think they're 100% a white population, because the reality is, who put, certain hip hoppers on? I think white people probably led the expansion and the popularity of hip hop and the black artists throughout the Midwest, man. It's crazy. So I say that. Why do I say the black, right? Black is also important because sci-fi and horror and other things are culturally specific. It's not culturally restrictive. That's what racists want you to think. But it's culturally specific in the sense that, say when I watch a Kung Fu movie, I know that's Asian cinema. They might not even have diversity, but there wasn't much diversity in the setting of some of these old Shaw movie pictures, right? China was really mostly Chinese at that time, right? So I like that story. I like the angle of it, and not everywhere is multicultural. You know what I'm saying? So when I say black, I'm saying black American, I'm saying black people, right? That the ideas come from, that the story is based around. But nowhere does that limit. Like, you know, they love Godfather. Godfather ain't have no diversity in there. Matter of fact, the Italians in the Godfather might not even have liked black people, right? But people loved the Godfather, enjoyed it because it was authentic Italian story. So again, and I think when we look at like Marvel and what they're doing with Echo, what they did with Miss Marvel, they take you into these cultural spaces. DC tried it with Blue Beetle. You know, they take you into these cultural spaces and give you the authentic energy from the community. I watch a bunch of indigenous American shows. Dark Water, I keep saying this. I hope that's the name of it. I'm sorry, I don't look it up. But Dark Water is a police crime investigation story set in an indigenous American reservation. You know what I'm saying? And what else? When we look at, they had a couple of Asian stories. I know they tried to do, God, what was that one? Kung Fu Over, and that was pretty good, but it was authentic. It was authentic. And for me, I don't call anything American. You know what I'm saying? I don't say this is American sci-fi. No, I say it's Western, it's white American. You know, so they don't get free reign of the mainstream characteristic. Mainstream can be anybody, but it's somebody's culture that, you know, taps into the mainstream. So if I write, you know, Harlem Shake, that's a mainstream book, right? Mainstream title, everything. But it's a story centered around black and brown people from Harlem, because at the time that I wrote it, Harlem was still predominantly minority, right? Or American minority is predominantly black and brown people. So that's what it is, you know, but it's a mainstream story. You know what I'm saying? It's not some niche group, you know, directed like Slash Fiction is directed to the homosexual community, the gay community, right? Yeah, that's specific. I'm not writing anything for that. My stories are black. Welcome to Boss Lady's Planet. That's multicultural, and you know, they have, and it's you know, for the mainstream, but it's black sci-fi. So I don't know. I can't tell you. All my characters and my stories are, you know, pop culture, mainstream, but black. And I don't think it is limiting. Now, take it from the consumer perspective. I like categories. I want something to be told to me, this is a horror, this is a thriller, this is a drama, this is a comedy, this is black. You know, I want that. This is Italian, this is you know, whatever. It don't limit me. You understand? I'm from the Northeast, New York, New Jersey. And I like other cultures, but I like other cultures to be other cultures. I don't want to go into a Chinese food restaurant and get a cheeseburger. It's not happening. I don't want to go into an Arab restaurant and get pizza. They don't do pizza right. It's horrible. Now, if I go to Saudi Arabia, I would try their pizza because, oh yeah, let me see how they do it. You know, when I went to Japan, I went to McDonald's, you know, I saw how they did it, but I know that's American food. You know what I'm saying? So it's from American culture. It's different. You know, when I go to a Chinese food restaurant in America, first of all, I know they don't serve real Chinese authentic food from China, but still it's Chinese people that have made food for Americans. So I'm going to get my shrimp fried rice. That's their dish. That's what they brought to America. You know, I'm going to get my beef and broccoli. It might not be the same way they serve it in China, which I've had, but it's a new dish to America that Chinese people bought, you know? So I like that, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's authentic. I feel the same way about like vegan stuff, man. I don't want a carrot burger. I want my carrots to be like carrots in some form of what you make when what you make from carrots. I don't want it to be imposter, meat food. So anyway, I'll just say that. Let me end it here. I like categories. I think they're good. I do get what Erica is saying, and I agree with her. They've been used to, hold back black television shows, and I think that's wrong. But I don't think it's so wrong that we shouldn't all call ourselves what we are. If we create black content, I don't have no problem calling it black content. But don't get it twisted. Only a racist would think that they can't read it, or can't watch it, can't enjoy it, can't support it. No way. All right? So don't be a racist. Don't be scared of black people. All right, out. Sci-Fi Express Lane, Jeff Carroll. Like, subscribe, share, and comment.